Hello again, everybody. This is Derek, aka Mr. Everything, and I am coming at you with another Wargaming in miniature video. In today's video, we are going to be looking at a what's in the box. We have these Oathmark Revenant infantry from Northstar Osprey games. Okay, Osprey. Well, you got Northstar military figures and Osprey. Yeah, they're double billed here. Either way, I love Oathmark, the game. I think Oathmark is an excellent fantasy game. And you can use pretty much any fantasy figures that you want with Oathmark. I mean, it's just a fantasy miniatures game. And I've been really eyeballing these Revenant infantry for the undead army. This box comes with 30 multi-part hard plastic 28mm figures. Let's take a look at this box. Okay, we got a bunch of the Revenant infantry. Looks like back here, it looks like somebody put some together and painted them. Painted them with bronze armor. I'm not exactly sure what Revenant infantry is supposed to be, because it's part of the undead army, and it looks like, just looking at this model, it looks like it's a skeleton head, but it looks like it's got flesh for a body. Let's see what it says here. Whether bound by loyalty or cursed by long-forgotten betrayal, the Revenants that march once more to war are kings, heroes, and warriors of old, their spirits denied peace by the power of their ancient oaths. Okay, so they can be armed with hand weapons and shields, or two-handed weapons, and parts are also included to add banner bearers and officers. Okay, that's great. Yeah, let's open this up and take a look at what we get. And the artwork kind of shows like a skeletal head, like a wraith, like a revenant, like from I know there's revenants in like Dungeons and Dragons, and those revenants are undead with a goal, like they have a mission, a specific task, and they must accomplish that task within a certain amount of time. So they're kind of like a man with a mission, and then once they accomplish that mission, then they're able to pass on to the afterlife. Okay, so first things first, it comes with bases. Oathmark, they're medium-sized creatures, which is pretty much everything, is a 1-inch base. And it gives you 30 1-inch bases. Now, these look like Renedra bases. They are. They're Renedra. They are 1-inch plastic of the bases. Okay, so these sprues, are they exactly the same? They were packaged alternatingly so that they would fit. Because it's thinner down here than it is up here, because that's where the figures are. But it looks like every sprue is the same. Okay, every sprue is the same. So we're just going to take a quick gander at one of these sprues, and then what we'll do is we'll zoom in and we'll take a close look at the quality of the models. Okay, so you get 6 sprues times 5 guys, so you're going to get 5 different bodies. Times 6 is 30 models. Okay. two-handed axe. Two-handed axe as well. That's like a battle axe. That's like a woodsman's axe. Two-handed axe, two-handed axe, two-handed axe. There's a bunch of two-handed axes, the different axe heads, and then here in the middle, sword, axe, axe, sword, sword. Okay, so if I wanted to have 5 guys with swords, we got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then there's this one down here, which is 4 and 5. Okay, so there are 5 swords. Let's look at axes. 1, 2. One-handed axes. That 1. Okay, so the most you can make would be 12 figures with one-handed axes. I mean, you don't need to. The one-handed axes and the swords in the game Oathmark can be mixed up. You can mix and match. Okay, 5 of these guys have helmets. 5 of them do not. They have top knots and braided hair. And then there's this one guy down here with these horned helmet. So he would be the officer, likely. Okay, if you're going one-handed, you're going to want to give them shields. And those shields would go on these additional arms. 5. There's 5 left-handed arms and 5 shields. And every shield here's got a little bit different pattern. They're all round, and they've got little rivets throughout them. Nothing special about the backside. The plastic molding is done through Renedra. Got Ren. Okay. Tons of two-handed axes. At least 5 swords. Couple of axes. 5 shields. And then you've got this guy here, which looks like a standard bearer. So you would have to make your own banner, or maybe get a banner from a banner making company. Like Flags of War. They do some fantasy stuff. Okay, just glancing, it looks like they've got torn loincloths and stuff, but the upper parts look like it's like a armor. A very smooth, possibly leather armor for the top, and skirts for the bottom. And then they all look like they're wearing pants. Maybe not. Just these two. Yeah. Oh, this guy's probably got pants as well. Nope. Looks like they all have pants on. Okay. So they all have pants. And the boots are basically wraps. You're going to see that the calf has a bunch of leather wrap around. Okay, give me a second to adjust the camera, and then what we'll do is we'll zoom in and we'll take a good look at this. All right, let's take a look at these models. Okay, you can see how I'm talking about the pants, or not the pants, but the skirts, how they look very torn all the way across. And you can see the leather chests. Oh, they're kind of smooth armor. I don't think that's bronze armor plating. It very well could be. They're just not muscle plates. And then you can see they're all wearing pants. And I believe the boots all have those kind of like a strap leather. Kind of look very, kind of like a mix between like Macedonian and Greek and Roman. Make a mix from all that. Okay, and then there's the helmeted heads there, and then you've got the non-helmet with hair. They're not full-on skeletons. They're not zombies either. They're kind of like Revenants. Okay, let's take a look at the hand weapons. You can see the various swords. They have different designs, and you can see that the sleeves, how they look a little tattered. There's the axes. Looks like it's torn, not torn, but like leather strap. And then there's the two-handed weapons with their left and right arms. And the axe heads have different styles. And then there's the 5 shields and how they all have different styles and designs. And then there's the last 2 single-handed swords with the officer's head or maybe a standard bearer's head and the standard itself. Okay, let's glance at the back just so you can get a quick look at the back of them. The shields don't have anything particularly special about the back sides of them. Axes, or should say two-handed weapons, and then all the one-handed weapons. I think there's quite a bit of detail on the hands and fingers. And then the backs of the heads with their plumes or their hair. And then the back of the armors, pants, and boots. They all have those wide gauntlet belts. Not gauntlet, what am I trying to say? Girdle belts. Revenants. Manedra. And again, Osprey. Northstar. Alright, so that was what you get in a box of Revenants. And you'll see that they were packaged alternating like this, so that I suppose they would fit well in the box. Alright, so 6 sprues, 5 figures per sprue for a total of 30 infantry. You can use these for D&D, you can use these for Pathfinder or any other fantasy role-playing game that you might be playing, RuneQuest or whatever, or you can use them for your miniature gaming like Oathmark, which I highly recommend, I strongly recommend it, or Warlords of Erewhon, or maybe some other fantasy game that you might be playing. These are 28mm and they got good details. And they're unique because I don't think I've seen any other brand that gives me Revenant figures like this. Alright guys, thanks for coming out and checking out this What's in the Box. If you want to see more What's in the Box, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, recommend me to some of your friends, and look for more videos, and I will see you in the next one.